Hi friends, once again welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss the cellular factors involved in the mechanism of innate immunity. Innate immunity operates through the cellular factors such as phagocytes and natural killer cells. First we will see phagocytes or the process phagocytosis. The process of cell eating is called phagocytosis and it is conducted by a group of cells called phagocytes. They are first discovered by Elie Metchnikoff. Two types of phagocytes are there, microphages and macrophages. Microphages are polymorphonuclear leukocytes. These are the dominant white blood cells present in our blood. They possess multi-lobed nuclei. These include neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils. Macrophages are the cells of mononuclear phagocytic cells system and these are derived from bone marrow. In the bone marrow we have promonocytes. These promonocytes they differentiate from monocytes. Monocytes remain in the circulation for a short period of time and they migrate to tissues to form macrophages. Macrophages are long-lived. They can engulf bacteria, virus, protozoans and other foreign substances. Two types of macrophages can be seen, free macrophages and fixed macrophages. Some of the macrophages are free, they are free wandering amoeboid cells. Examples are alveolar and peritoneal macrophages. Some of the macrophages they settle down in certain tissues and get fixed there. Such type of macrophages are called fixed macrophages. Some examples are macrophages seen in liver, they are Kupffer cells. They can be seen, some macrophages can be seen in bone, they are called osteoclast. Then macrophages in tissues, histiocytes. Then mesangial cells present in kidney and microglial cells present in brain are some important examples of fixed macrophages. Next is the process of phagocytosis. The process includes the following stages: chemotaxis, attachment, ingestion, intracellular killing and digestion, and release of digested products. First we will see chemotaxis. Chemotaxis means the movement towards a chemical stimulus. This involves the movement of the phagocytic cell to the site of injury or inflammation in response to a chemical stimulus produced by the microorganism or damaged tissues. So, the chemical stimulus or chemotactic factors it will be produced by microorganisms or damaged tissues and the phagocytic cell they move towards the site of infection or inflammation in response to these chemical stimulus or chemotactic factors. Second step is attachment. Next stage is attachment, that is the phagocytes they go and attach to the microorganism or the foreign body. Phagocytosis it is mediated by two types of receptors. They are phagocytic receptors and opsonin receptors. Phagocytic receptors include scavenger receptors that bind to many microbial ligands, lipopolysaccharide, then glucan receptor that bind to glycan in microbial cell wall, and the opsonin receptors include complement receptors, immunoglobulin Fc receptor, etc. So the opsonins they promote the attachment by forming a coating around the particle. Next step is ingestion. After attachment, ingestion starts. The cell membrane of the phagocyte it will produce a pseudopodia-like structure around the particle to be engulfed. The particle is completely enclosed in a vacuole and the particle enclosed in the vacuole is known as phagosome, and this phagosome it fuses with the lysosome which is present inside the phagocytic cell to form phagolysosome or secondary lysosome. Next stage of phagocytosis is killing and digestion. Killing is done by the antimicrobial substances present inside the lysosome. These include lysozyme, hydrogen peroxide and myeloperoxide. Then the polymorphonuclear leukocytes, they have cationic proteins and lactoferritin having antibacterial activity so that they use these substances for intracellular killing and digestion. Next is the release of digested product. Finally, the digested products are released to the exterior. and the phagocyte is ready for another phagocytosis. In some cases, the phagocytes they do not ingest the microorganism or the foreign body, but just by membrane contact they can kill that particular foreign substance or that particular microorganism. That process is known as contactual cell injury. That is, phagocytes they can kill some microorganisms without ingestion but just by membrane contact. This process of killing is known as contactual cell injury. This is the mechanism or these are the steps involved in phagocytosis. The first step, this is the phagocyte. This pink colored cell is the phagocyte, and here bacteria it come and attach to the membrane, and the membrane get invaginated to form a pseudopodium. That is the pseudopodium, and the organism or the foreign body it is engulfed and it reach inside the phagocyte, and this is the phagosome, and here we can see lysosome, and this lysosome and phagosome they fuse to form phagolysosome or the secondary lysosome. Then the lysosomal enzymes they digest this foreign substance or the microorganism, and thereby the digestion and killing occurs. After that the digested products they are released to the from the cell. This is the process of phagocytosis. That's all about phagocytes. Then second cells involved are natural killer cells. Natural killer cells are non-phagocytic cells and they are having large granules in their cytoplasm. So they are also known as large granular lymphocytes. The one important specialty is that they show natural toxicity. They can kill a wide range of tumor cells and virus infected cells. This is by a mechanism, that is they can recognize the glycoproteins which appear on the surface of virus infected cells. That is, the virus infected cells they will produce some altered spikes or antigens on their surface, so that these natural killer cells they can easily recognize these structures and they will go and directly kill these virus infected cells. Then activated natural killer cells they release chemical substances such as perforins or cytolysin, resulting in the lysis of virus infected cells. Natural killer cells they are mainly acting with the help of antibodies, so they are mainly using the mechanism, that is ADCC, antibody dependent cell mediated cytotoxicity. That's all about the cellular factors involved in innate immunity. Hope you'll understand the session. Thank you for your patient listening.